Audio Jungle.
Hi viewers, this is Avinash Agri. In this tutorial, mainly we discuss about the crop production technology on kharif crops. In this video, mainly we see about the cereal crops like rice, maize, sorghum, finger millet, pearl millet, and the pulse crops like pigeon pea, mungbean, urdbean, and oilseed crops like groundnut, soyabean, and the fibre crops like cotton, jute, and the forage crops cowpea, clusterbean, and the napier. Mainly we see the all the kharif crops in this video. Firstly, we see the paddy. Common name is paddy and the scientific name Varija sativa and the family Poaceae family. All the cereal crops mainly belongs to the Poaceae family and the paddy origin is Indo-Burma and the South India. Okay, soil mainly clay loamy soils are suitable for the paddy cultivation and the pH range from 5.5 to 6.5 is suitable for paddy cultivation. And the climate, hot and humid climate mainly paddy requires 21 to 37 degrees Celsius. And the varieties are BPT 5204 and the Basmati 385, 386, Kiran, Gautam. Now we see the seed rate. Seed rate of paddy is 25 to 30 kg for the nursery preparations and the broadcasting it mainly 100 kgs. For the SRI method it is 2 kg and the spacing is 20 to 30 centimeter between plant to plant and row to row. And the NPK are 90 kg nitrogen and the 60 kg phosphorus and 30 kg potassium. We have to apply both the phosphorus and the potassium at the time of the basal dose only. We have to apply first dose of nitrogen at the starting stage and the tillering and the flowering stage we have to apply the remaining n percentage. And the weed management of paddy mainly we have to use pretilachlor, okay, 1 kg per hectare. Pre-emergency it is mainly. Harvesting of paddy mainly depends on these are the panicles. These panicles turn into yellow, it's ready for harvesting and it having 16 to 17 percentage having moisture, it ready for harvesting and the yield of the paddy 60 to 70 quintal per hectare. Next crop maize and the scientific name is maize family Poaceae and the maize origin is Central America and Mexico and maize requires soil sandy loamy soil and the pH ranges from 5.5 to 7.5 is the suitable for maize cultivation and the climate 21 to 30 degrees Celsius for the entire growth of the plant and below 15 degrees reduces the silking and the tasseling and 35 degrees reduces the pollen germination. And the varieties are PMH1 and PMH2, Kishan Ganga 2 and the sweet corn 1 and the seed rate of maize is 20 to 25 kg per hectare. For 1 acre it approximately 7 to 8 kg and the spacing is 20 to 60 centimeter between plant to plant and row to row and the NPK are 120 kg N and the 60 kg P and 40 kg K. We have to apply both phosphorus and potassium at the basal dose only. We have to apply N at the 3 times like flowering stage, tillering stage and the first at basal dose. And the weed management of maize is mainly we have to apply atrogen 1 to 1.25 kg per hectare. It is a pre-emergence. After sowing of 1 to 2 days we have to apply this atrogen. And the harvesting, the cob turn into yellow color, it's ready for the harvesting and we have to harvest the cobs. Okay, and the yield 45 to 50 quintal per hectare. Next crop is sorghum and the sorghum scientific name is sorghum bicolor and the family Poaceae family. Origin of sorghum is Central Africa. Mainly sorghum require a soil clay loamy soils and the pH ranges from 6 to 8.5 is the best suitable for the sorghum cultivation and the climate it require hot and humid climate 26 to 30 degrees Celsius for the entire growth of the plant and the varieties are CSH1, CSH 9,6, CSH 15R. Mainly CHS refers to the coordinated sorghum hybrid and the next seed rate is 12 to 15 kg per hectare. Okay, depth of the sorghum is mainly 3 to 4 centimeters and we have to maintain a spacing 45 into 12 centimeters from plant to plant and row to row. And the NPK of the sorghum is 100 kg nitrogen and the 50 kg phosphorus and 40 kg potassium. And next weed management we have to maintain mainly atrogen 0.5 1 kg per hectare at pre-emergency stage 1 to 2 days and the harvesting is based on the crop maturity like 100 to 115 days is the time for the maturity of the crop and we have to maintain 25% moisture at the time of harvesting and the yield of the sorghum is 50 quintal grain and 80 to 100 kg dry stover. Dry stover refers to the fodder animal purpose. Next crop is finger millet. Finger millet, it is also called as ragi. Okay, scientific name is Eleucina corecana. And the family is Poaceae. All cereal crops belongs to the Poaceae family. Origin India. And the soil required for the ragi cultivation is clay loamy soils. And the climate is tropical and subtropical. It's almost 20 to 30 degrees Celsius is most suitable. And the varieties are Padmavati, Gautam, VL 146 and VL 149 are varieties. And the seed rate is 10 kg per hectare. Okay, depth of the ragi cultivation is mainly 2 to 3 centimeters depth, and the spacing is 20 to 25 centimeters from between plant to plant and row to row. And the NPK fertilizers are 60 kg nitrogen and 30 kg phosphorus and 20 kg potassium. And the weed management, we have to apply pendimethalin 0.5 kg per hectare. Okay, and we have to maintain a hand hoe also. And harvesting 120 to 135 days. After the maturity of the crop, we have to harvest the crop, and the yield is 20 to 25 quintal per hectare grain and 60 to 80 kg fodder. Now we see the next crop, bajra, and the common name is pearl millet, and the scientific name is Pennisetum typhoidis, and it is also belongs to a cereal crop, and the family is Poaceae. It is also called as poor man's food. Bajra, it is also called poor man's food, and the origin is Africa. And the soil required for the bajra cultivation is sandy loamy soils and black soils. And the climate, it requires hot and humid climate. 20 to 28 degrees Celsius is required for the crop cultivation. And the varieties are HHB 117 and HHB 94, HHB 146 and ICMH 356. And the seed rate for the bajra cultivation is 4 to 5 kg per hectare. And the depth of bajra is 2 to 3 centimeters depth, and the spacing is 45 into 10 centimeter from plant to plant and row to row. And the NPK fertilizers are 25 to 30 kg can, calcium ammonium nitrate. And the harvesting, we have to harvest based on the maturity, and the 40 days after flowering it's ready for the harvesting. And we have to maintain 10 to 12% moisture content while harvesting, and the yield is 30 quintal per acre. The next crop is pigeon pea. It is also called as red gram, and it is mainly a pulse crop, and the scientific name is Cajanus cazana, and the family is Leguminaceae family. All the pulse crops belongs to the Leguminaceae family, and the origin is Africa. And the soil, black cotton soils. Black cotton soils are best suitable for the pigeon pea cultivation, and the climate is, it require moist and warm temperatures, mainly for 25 to 30 degrees Celsius is required. And the varieties are Manak, Paras and PPH4 and AL15 and AL201. And the seed rate of pigeon pea is 12 to 15 kg per hectare, and the depth of pigeon pea is 3 to 5 centimeters, and the spacing is 16 to 15 centimeters from plant to plant and row to row. And the NPK are 20 kg nitrogen and 30 kg phosphorus and 80 kg potassium. We have to apply both phosphorus and potassium at the basal dose only. And the weed management of pigeon pea is fluchlorine. Okay, fluchlorine, we have to maintain 800 to 1000 liters of water, and we have to spray to the weeds, and it is mainly a pre-plant application. And the harvesting is mainly 80% of pods turn into yellow, it's ready for the harvesting. Okay, these are the pods. Okay, and the yield is 20 to 25 quintal per hectare, and 50 to 60 quintal of sticks per hectare. And the next pulse crop is mungbean. It is also called as a green gram. Okay, mainly it having a more protein content, and the scientific name is Vigna radiata. Okay, Mg, and it is mainly called Vigna radiata. And the family, Leguminaceae family, and the origin of green gram is mainly India and Central Asia, mainly India. Okay, soil, loamy to sandy loamy soils are best suitable for green gram cultivation, and the climate, it require hot and humid climates. And the varieties of green gram are Pusa 9072, Varsh, Asha and PDM 54, and the seed rate is 12 to 15 kg per hectare. Okay, depth of green gram is 3 to 5 centimeters, and the spacing is 45 into 10 centimeters from plant to plant and row to row. And the nitrogen fertilizer is mainly 15 to 20 kg, and phosphorus potassium we have to apply 40 to 50 kg. Okay, we have to apply both phosphorus and potassium at basal dose only. And the weed management, we have to apply fluclorin 1 kg per hectare of seeds, and we have to maintain 800 to 1000 liters, and we have to spray to the field. And the harvesting, based on the pod maturity, we have to pick the pods in the main field. Okay, and the yield of green gram is 12 to 16 kg per hectare. And the next pulse crop is black gram, and it is also called as urdbean, common name, and the scientific name is Vigna mungo, and the family Leguminosae family. All pulse crops belongs to the Leguminosae family. And the origin India. And the soil, loamy soils are best suitable, are sandy soils. And the climate, it require hot and humid type of climate. And the varieties are Moss, mainly black gram having a Moss varieties, Moss 338 and UG 218 and a PDU1 and Moss 1 and a Moss 48. And the seed rate of black gram is 12 to 15 kg per hectare. Okay, we have to just see. And the black gram and the green gram and the pigeon pea having a mostly 12 to 15 kgs of seeds per hectare, and the depth 3 to 5 centimeters. Mainly depth is common for all the crops, 3 to 5 centimeters or 4 to 5 centimeters. And the spacing 45 into 10. And the NPK fertilizers are 15 kg nitrogen and 50 kg phosphorus and 30 kg potassium. And the weed management is mainly common. It is a fluclorin. In the market it is available in the form of baseline, and it is having the dosage 1 kg per hectare. It's all common for all kharif crops. And the harvesting, after the pod maturity we have to harvest the crop, and the yield of the black gram is 15 to 20 quintal per hectare of land. Now we see the oil crop. The oil crop is mainly groundnut. Groundnut, it is also called as peanut and the earth nut, and the scientific name is Arachis hyposea, and the family Leguminosae family. Okay, and the chromosome number is 2n equal to 44. And the origin of the groundnut is Brazil in South America. And the soils required for the groundnut is sandy loamy soils. Why sandy loamy soils are best suitable? Because okay, in the sandy loamy soils, mainly the soil, these specks will be enter easily and easy to penetrate into the soil. So sandy loamy soils are best suitable, and the pH ranges from 6 to 6.5 are suitable for the groundnut cultivation. And the climate 21 to 26 degrees Celsius required for the entire growth of the plant. And the varieties are Jyoti, Prakash, Amber and M13 are the varieties. And the seed rate of groundnut is 80 to 100 kg per hectare bunchy type, and 60 to 80 kg for spreading type. Okay, there will be two types of varieties, bunchy type and the spreading type. Okay, mainly these bunches are mainly growing a straight direction, and the spreading will be cover more space in the land. Okay, based on the variety we have to apply a seed rate, and the depth is 5 centimeters depth, and the spacing of plant is mainly 15 to 20 centimeter from plant to plant and row to row. And the NPK fertilizers 30 kg nitrogen and 50 kg phosphorus and 40 kg potassium. We have to apply both phosphorus and potassium at the basal dose only. And the weed management, fluclorin 800 to 1000 liters of water, and we have to apply at 1 kg per hectare of land. And the harvesting is okay, at the time of maturity of pods only we have to harvest. At the time is 120 to 140 days after we have to harvest the crop. And the yield of the groundnut is 20 quintal per hectare. The next oil crop is soybean. The scientific name of soybean is Glycine max, and the family Leguminosae family. And the origin of soybean is Eastern Asia or China. And the soil required for the soybean is loamy soils, and the pH ranges from 6 to 7.5 are the best suitable for the soybean cultivation. And the climate, it requires 26 to 36 degrees Celsius, and it requires hot and humid climate, warm climate. And the varieties are Lahilaya 1 and PK 472 and Co 1, POSA 16 and POSA 20, SL 295. And the seed rate of soybean is 60 to 70 kg per hectare. Okay, per hectare refers to the 2.5 acres. And the depth of soybean is 3 to 4 centimeters, and the spacing is 45 into 60 centimeters from plant to plant and row to row. And the NPK fertilizers are 30 kg nitrogen and 70 kg phosphorus and 50 kg potassium. We have to apply both phosphorus and potassium at the time of basal days only. And the weed management, it is common for all kharif crops, and the fluclorin and 1 kg per hectare of land. And harvesting at the time of 90 to 140 days at the time of maturity we have to harvest the crop, and we have to maintain 13 to 14% moisture in the time of harvesting time, and the yield is 90 to 100 kg per hectare. Now we see the fiber crops. The first one is cotton, and the scientific name is Gospeum species. And there will be two types of cotton varieties, and the first one is American cotton and the second one is Desi cotton. And now we see the scientific name of Desi cotton is Gospeum herbarium and the Gospeum herbaceum, 2n equal to 13 chromosome number. And the American cotton scientific name is Gospeum hirsutum and the Gospeum barbadense, 2n equal to 26. And the family of cotton is Malvaceae family. The origin of cotton is India. And the soils required for the cotton cultivation are loamy soils, and the pH ranges from 5.5 to 8.5 are the best suitable for the cotton cultivation, and the climate is 27 to 32 degrees Celsius for the entire growth of the plant. And the varieties are mainly LHH 144 and LD 327 and LD 491 and LD 230 and LH 900. Okay, and these are the Desi cotton and these are the American cotton varieties. And the seed rate is 15 to 25 kg per hectare of American seed variety and 10 to 18 kg per hectare of Desi seed variety. And the depth of the cotton is 4 to 5 centimeters, and the spacing of the cotton is 60 into 45 centimeters from plant to plant and row to row. And the NPK of the cotton are 40 kg nitrogen and the 40 kg potassium. And the weed management of cotton, all the kharif crops we have to apply fluclorin, and in the market it is available in the form of basilin 1 kg per hectare. And the harvesting, based on the cotton maturity we have to harvest the crop. Maturity means it's mainly cotton burst, okay, and we have to make a pickings. 4 pickings is mainly for the entire crop, and the yield is 15 to 20 quintal seed and 25 to 30 quintal for the hybrid cotton varieties. And the next fiber crop is jute. Okay, and the scientific name of jute is Cochurus capsularis and the Cochurus volatilus. And mainly in the jute there will be a white and the tossa jute, and the family is Tillacea family. And the origin of jute is Africa, and the soil required for the jute cultivation is sandy loamy soils, and the pH ranges from 6 to 7.5 are the best suitable for the jute cultivation. And the climate, it requires 24 to 37 degrees Celsius. And the varieties are the Sonali, Shamali and Sabuz Sona, and these are the varieties. And the seed rate mainly based on the variety, seed rate will be different. And for the white jute it requires 6 to 8 kg per hectare, and for the tossa jute it requires 4 to 5 kg per hectare. And the depth of the jute is mainly 5 to 10 centimeters depth, and the spacing 20 into 30 centimeters from plant to plant and row to row. And the NPK fertilizers are 20 to 60 kg nitrogen and 20 to 40 kg phosphorus and 20 to 60 kg potassium. And the weed management is fluclorin 1 kg per hectare, and we have to maintain it 800 to 1000 liters of water. And the harvesting is 120 to 150 days after the sowing of the crop, and the yield is 30 quintal hectare fiber. And first, for the jute cultivation, firstly we know, first we are cultivating the plants, and after that we are cutting these plants and we have to soak in the water for 10 to 15 days, and after that we have to take the plants and we have to take the thread from the plants, and next we have to dry this thread, and next thread we have to use for the purpose, and like woolen bags, like jute bags. Now we see the forage crops, and the first one is cowpea. The scientific name of cowpea is Vigna sinensis, and the family Leguminosae family. Cowpea belongs to the Leguminosae family, and the origin of cowpea is Africa. And the soils sandy loamy soils, and the pH ranges from 6 to 7.5 are the best suitable for the cowpea cultivation. And the climate require 27 to 35 degrees Celsius. It require hot and humid climate. And the varieties are Pusa, Barsati and the Co1 and C152, S450 are the varieties. And the seed rate of cowpea is mainly 20 to 25 kg per hectare of grains, and the spacing of cowpea is 18 to 10 centimeter spacing. And the NPK are 15 to 20 kg nitrogen and the 50 to 60 kg phosphorus. And the weed management of cowpea is fluclorin 1 kg per hectare. Okay, and the harvesting based on the variety we have to harvest. Mainly this is mainly for the forage purpose. So we have to harvest at the time of greenish colors only. Mainly 45 days to 90 days are the best suitable are for the harvesting of the cowpea, and the yield of the cowpea is 12 to 15 quintal grain and the 250 to 350 quintal per hectare fodder purpose. We are mainly cultivating for the fodder purpose. Now we see the next forage crop is clusterbean, and the scientific name of clusterbean is Siamophysis tetragonalaba, and the family is Leguminosae family, and the origin of clusterbean is tropical Africa, and the soil, all type of soils are the suitable for the clusterbean, and the pH ranges from 7 to 8.5 are the best suitable for the cultivation, and the varieties are Durgapur Safed and D111 and D128 are the varieties, and the seed rate is based on the grain and it will be one seed rate, and based on the fodder purpose and it will be another seed rate. Okay, for the grain it requires 15 to 20 kg per hectare, and for the fodder 40 to 45 kg per hectare of seeds, and the spacing 45 into 15 or 20 centimeter from plant to plant and row to row, and the NPK fertilizers are 20 kg nitrogen and 40 to 60 kg phosphorus, and the weed management fluclorin 1 kg per hectare, and the harvesting of the cluster bean is 50 to 85 days after sowing of the crop, and the yield of the cluster bean is for the fodder it will be 250 to 300 quintal per hectare, and for the grain 10 to 15 quintal per hectare. And the last forage crop is Napier grass, and the scientific name of Napier grass is Pennisetum purpureum, and the family of Napier grass is Poaceae family, and the origin South Africa, and the soil required for the Napier grass is loamy soils, and the climate is tropical and subtropical climate, and it requires 25 to 35 degrees Celsius between, and the varieties of the Napier grass are Pusa giant and the Pusa Napier 1 and Pusa Napier 2, and the seed rate we have to mainly cut the stem cuttings. Okay, after the maturity of the stem we have to cut the stems and we have to plant in the main field. It requires mainly 33,333 stem cuttings per hectare of land, and the depth of the Napier grass is okay, and we have to maintain the depth like 4 to 5 centimeters only, and the spacing is mainly between 19 to 60 centimeters from plant to plant and row to row, and the NPK are 100 kg nitrogen. Mainly the grass, okay, we have to apply nitrogen only. Nitrogen is sufficient for the grass growth, and for the mainly for the vegetative growth nitrogen is sufficient, and the harvesting is 45 to 50 days after that we have to harvest the crop, and it's mainly we have to cut the crop at the we have to maintain a height of the crop, and we have to cut the crop it's like a just 1 feet. Okay, and the yield of the Napier grass is 1200 to 100 1500 quintal per hectare. Okay, we have to first harvest the crop, and after that we have to apply nitrogen and it will grow, and we have to cut the crop. Okay, this is all about the kharif crops, and thank you for watching my video.